Hey everyone, welcome to the next video in our Building the Perfect RPG series, a series where we cover Civil's hooks and what makes our indie MMORPG different. Today's video we're going to be talking about the economy. MMORPG economies are incredibly complex, and the Civil economy, being a realistic, political, and partially economic game, make it even more so. When thinking of building this game as such, we had to develop a functional plan that would prevent our economy from rapid hyperinflation, and it can accurately balance itself as much as possible. Of course, in any economy, you'll see obvious inflation, but the key is to build a functional economy that will not hyperinflate. The best games that do this are able to set up currency sinks, and in even more extreme measures, reserve currencies to trade off larger sums of cash. In this video, we're going to discuss our methods of combating hyperinflation, and are also going to talk about the general hooks of our economy design. To start, let's discuss factions. Occupations are divided into factions, groups that all depend on each other to function. The political faction oversees finances, laws, and other important game facets that affect other factions. Certain factions distribute goods to other factions, and this keeps a balance in the economy. Without society being in balance, players might lose jobs or companies. In-game cash itself starts with the lower civilian factions, such as agriculture or raw manufacturing. It's designed to work its way up to the political faction, where it can be controlled and distributed correctly. This is entirely up to the hands of the players, who may even intercept economic functionality in the form of bank robbery, general theft, or sometimes high-profile murder. This is a huge mechanic that needs to be considered. This means we have to pinpoint cash flow, simplify economic control, and find the best ways to sink cash and prevent it from multiplying out of control as developers or out of the control of the direct financial factions. We can simplify this by simplifying the cash sink process as much as possible. Let me try to explain what that means. In the world of Civil, cash is just a number. It's generated within the server when players complete tasks. For example, when a player finishes a job or quest, they're always compensated with some form of in-game cash. Remember, it's just a generated number. Unlike in the real world, cash isn't immediately considered a barter currency, since it's generated by a system. Destruction of this arbitrary number occurs when players spend cash on cosmetic items, or other things they feel like they might need to spend the cash on. So, we've devised sinks, which are, in essence, a way for this number to stay down as much as possible. I just brought up the concept of shopping for items, which in itself is technically a currency sink. However, it doesn't prevent inflation at all. A player who's been playing for a year versus a player who's been playing for only a day has always had it easier than the new guy because of the psychology of inflation. It'll always be much harder for newer players to compensate for the amount of money they have in comparison to the other people who just simply have more cash. This is where economy control variables come into play. We can technically lower the prices on items while simultaneously lowering the amount of money players can get paid from quests or jobs, doing this over a large span of time to slowly ease up the tension new players will economically face. These variables will be exposed to servers who want to keep a close eye on the system. Economy control, along with my previously mentioned cash sinks, will greatly improve our initiative to prevent hyperinflation. To list a few planned sinks, here's an example of what to expect. Medical bills. When a player dies, a small percentage of their net worth is taken in the form of medical bills. Taxes also play into these sinks, taken from players regularly while they play the game. Property taxes for deed owners, income taxes for job holders, and others that can be authorized by the political faction. We're also going to be setting up a basic stock market for players to gamble their money, while also supporting businesses, and a dynamic, player-oriented auction house, because some items are considered rare. This only means that they cycle in and out of shops at a lower rate, making them more desirable for players who can afford them. This auction house, which takes a seller fee, destroys rich players' money, while also giving them rare items in return. This helps out the sellers, who take the other percentage, and it also helps out the newer players who don't have that much money. These systems are my methods to prevent hyperinflation, but if you have more ideas, please let me know in the comments. I'm always going to welcome more methods to the game to help control the economy, because I know how easily it can get out of hand very quickly in this game, so I need to have a good hold on it as long as possible. Anyway, now that the biggest concern is out of the way, now I need to figure out a way to securely maintain the economy. Cash sinks, economy control, and cash flow control methods are rendered completely useless if players can just hack money into the game. This is a big concern, and as people who've played games before, I'm sure you can name a time when someone's hacked and had some kind of advantage over you. I have a lot of proprietary security measures in place, but I wanted to bring up the general idea of how we plan to prevent money hacking. Well, most player information is saved on dedicated server databases, and that includes cash. Civil automatically secures player transactions by informing the client on their balance instead of storing the value in memory. The only value that really relates to cash at all that's stored in client memory is the interface that displays the balance and not the balance itself. This system was implemented in the alpha version of the game. The server is literally the only entity that actually stores cash. This means players cannot use cheat tools to change their cash values, because by exclusively storing their balance on the server, it means that when they actually try to purchase or their balance changes in other ways, like they get paid at a job or something, it'll always treat the number as if it's stored on the server's database. So let's just say you change your dollar value from $5 to $5 million, and you go to try to buy something for $5 million. The server sees $5, and it's not going to let you buy that, ever. So that's about it. That wraps up this video. Please leave a comment or share the video with your friends to help share the game. I hope to see you all next time. I hope you enjoyed learning about our economy. Have a great day, civilians.